guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Um, it's kind of like dark in here because this is how it gets when I film later on in the day. It gets to the like nasty pink color where it's like gives this like grainy color, and I like am packing up to go back to the dorms because I'm going back to the or I'll already be at the dorms when you guys see this. But like, yeah, it's crazy. Like I already have like stuff packed up and I'm just like trying to like minimize like as much as like I need to use before I go back. So like I don't have my ring light. And so like you get this like grainy photo, like 2012 camera quality. Um but in this video I will be answering questions. And they are questions I got from a Discord server. It is called the Lore DIY server. I mean, I didn't get like personally asked these questions, but I just thought, oh, they're cool questions to answer. And since I'm giving credit, and hopefully I can link the Discord in the description, I will be answering some questions. And yeah. So before I start rambling for 5 minutes, let's just get into the questions. I will be reading them off my phone. If I could have anything in the world, what would it be? If I could have anything in the world, it would be a debt-free life. Because I don't want to be paying off college tuitions, house mortgage, car stuff. I don't want to be paying, like, I don't want to live in debt for the rest of my life. So, like, if I could have anything in the world to be a debt-free life, that way I can, like, travel and, like, go to all these concerts and just do fun stuff with my life and not stress about finances. Um, if I could have the answer to any question, what would it be? If I could have, it would be when Taylor Swift's next re-recording album is. That's what it would be because her last re-record album that came out was in November last year, and it's currently August. So I would ask her that if I could have an answer to a question, it'd be that. When would the next re-record be? Or what would the next re-record be? Oh, to any question. I had to pick one. When? I don't care what one it is. I would just want when is it? Because we've almost been in the Red TV era for a whole year. And even though I love Red, I still want a new album with new music. Um what is the dumbest way I've been hurt? I have broken my middle finger. I was walking two German Shepherds, and one of them is aggressive when they see other dogs. And so I had the leash wrapped around my hand, and the dog tugged, and I fell down and I broke my middle finger. So that's like I literally broke my middle finger, and it was in like a splint. And so I had a splint on my middle finger, and I would have a reason to have a middle finger out and flip people off and be like, oh, my finger's just broken. I'm not intentionally flipping you off. But sometimes I would be intentionally flipping people off. um, where would I relocate if I was forced out of the country? I want to go to Paris, but in the United, like, I don't know how I would do with like international food because I'm so picky and I just like American food where it's to the point where I can't really eat anything international unless I have like a McDonald's or like I can like go grocery shopping for like hamburgers and like all that. It's just, I'm really picky. So maybe Canada since it's still in like America. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if this is a question for me. I mean, it always I'm taking it as a question for me, but it's the question: what cartoon animated character do you look like? I don't know who I look like. I haven't gotten like any like, oh, this is who you look like. I mean, I think I have. I just don't remember. Who is your first crush or one of your first fictional childhood crushes? One of my first childhood crushes, even though this is like 2012, which is like, I guess I was 11, I don't know, was Ross Lynch. I love Ross Lynch. I got to see him in December, which I still have not posted my story time from that concert. If you guys want that, you guys can let me know, or I can just post that as like added content. That way I have another week worth of content. Um, who are my crushes now? Even though it's not a question on here, who are my crushes now? Taylor Swift, Zendaya, Selena Gomez. I don't really like. I'm not really like. I don't really have any like guy. Oh, I guess Chris Evans, Cole Sprouse, still Ross Lynch, Sebastian Stan. Even though I can't stand the name Sebastian, cannot stand the name Sebastian. But I love Sebastian Stan. Give me some Bucky and some Captain America, and I'm all good. All good. If I ask this question, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? If I could have a superpower, it would be transportation. Because I can't drive. And so having transportation or teleportation. Teleportation? I think that's not transportation. That's so stupid. Teleportation. Cause like I can't drive, and so having the power to go like poof to like a different location would be so nice. Cause then I can like get from home to school home just like that, and I could get from wherever I am to a concert just like that, and it would be so nice just having transportation, teleportation. Duh, why I don't understand why I keep on saying that. Who do you think your celebrity doppelganger is? At one point, like years ago, with like a photo I posted on either Instagram or Snapchat, I don't remember. I got told I look like Kendall Jenner with like a filter or whatever. But like I haven't seen any like comparisons to like celebrity doppelgangers of like what I look like now. So comment down in the comments below what cartoon character do you think I look like and what doppelganger like celebrity do you think I look like? What's something you've always wanted to say to someone currently in your life or not, but never had the courage chance to say? I would say to my most recent crush. Oh god, this is so nerve wracking. Shouldn't have even said that. But I would say I'm grateful for the extra year of memories we got, and I'm grateful that you were in my life for that short amount of time. And I wish things would have gone differently. Like maybe not like dating wise, but like just like our friendship could have been like different. Cause I still like to be friends with them. But I just wish things could have gone different. Favorite holiday? I would say my favorite holiday is my birthday because my birthday can be on a holiday because I was born November 22nd, and sometimes November 22nd falls on Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is an actual holiday. So sometimes, as narcissistic as that sounds, I like my birthday is my favorite holiday. Like if it's not on a if not on Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday would probably be like either like Halloween or Valentine's Day, just or like the day after those, because that's when the discount candy comes out. If I could have dinner with someone, could they could be dead or alive, who would it be and why? I would have a dinner with Taylor Swift, and I would just like love to like have like a normal conversation with her. And I will love to be like a friend and not like fangirl and be like, oh my god, when's your next album coming? Like, are you working on new music? Because I'm sure she gets tired of those questions. So like maybe I could be like, oh my god, how are your cats? We haven't seen your cats in forever. Like we really haven't seen our cats in forever. So maybe that would be like questions I would ask. Or like and definitely not her relationship because that's another like do not talk about because that's private. Yeah, that's yeah. You get an all expense paid trip to somewhere. Where are you going? I would go to Paris or any of the Disneyland stuff, because we have Disneyland in California, Disney World in Florida, and then there's Disney Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong. I think there's one more international, and then there's a Disney hotel on Hawaii. So like I would go to like Disney because I'm a Disney nerd. If you could watch a movie or read a book for the first time again, which one could you choose? Would you choose? Okay, so I've I okay, so can we go like to like release premieres? Like, cause I would love to go to movie release premieres. Like, imagine going to a Marvel premiere, like for like Black Widow or Endgame or Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. Oh my god! Imagine going to the Winter Soldier premiere or like Twilight. People used to camp out for a Twilight. I watching this podcast called "The Twilight Effect" with Ashley Green and Melanie, I think, but they call her Mel, and it's called The Twilight Effect. And they literally are watching all the Twilight movies, and they're having guests and like writers and directors and musicians on the show because they want to get like every aspect of the show. And so I've just like been obsessed with Twilight again for like the however much time, and my Instagram and my Twitter knows because they're showing Twilight all over, and it's crazy. If I could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Taylor Swift, but without the expense of like $1,000 for a meet and greet. I don't think it'd be $1,000, but like I hope it wouldn't be like more than like 500. But that seems kind of low for her. Or maybe if I could just like bump into her on the street when she's on one of her vacations with Joe. Which celebrity do you wish that that which celebrity do you wish would do vlogging as their side hobby? I feel like Selena Gomez, but I feel like she would get anxious with the vlogging because her Instagram, she doesn't have the app on her phone. So I feel like vlogging would give her like more like anxiety and all that, but I feel like that would be interesting. Or just like families. I don't know why I have an obsession with families, but a lot of the accounts I'm subscribed to on YouTube are family accounts, and it's a large families. Like I follow this YouTuber. Her name's Jess Fam. Her YouTube name is called Jess Fam, and she has 7 kids, and I'm just obsessed with the family. Not like to the point where I'm going to stalk them, but I'm just obsessed with the family. If you could choose what era to live in, what would it be and why? I feel like I would either want to live in the 50s or the 20s, mostly because its outfits are so fun, and I just like the jukebox era, and like the poodle skirts and the malt shakes one being a nickel. I just, even though I'm picky, I would love to live in those decades. In your favorite concert you've been to, what artist or group did you see? Well, if you didn't know, I'm a Taylor Swift nerd. I saw her Reputation concert and I loved it. I wish I would have been like more of a fan of like all the songs because I have ADD or like undiagnosed ADD, and so like I don't have the attention span to sit through an album. And so I've listened to more of the songs from Reputation over since the tour happened, and I wish I would have like appreciated those songs more, and I wish I would have like recorded them and just had like the live performance of it on my phone. And I wish I would have gone to the 1989 tour. Another one. Next question is, and if you hadn't gone to a concert, who would you like to see? Well, I've already seen Taylor Swift, but like a tour I wish I would have gone to is the 1989 tour. Because I feel like people are like, oh my god, Reputation is so iconic. I'm like, have you seen the 1989 tour? Taylor had guests like every night or almost every night. She had We Are Never Getting Back Together rock version, and let me tell you, we were robbed of the rock version on Red Taylor's version. And she missed a perfect opportunity for her turning 31 the next month to have 31 tracks on that album. The 31st track could have been We Are Never Getting Back Together rock version, Taylor's version. And then there's the How You Get the Girl and Out of the Woods, and then like from Sydney, Australia, there's a part where she's like, Sydney, bang bang, Sydney, bang bang. I don't live in Australia, and I heard she did like the city naming at like all of her stops, but like Sydney's like the most iconic one. I just wish I would have been there for the 1989 tour. I was a fan of Taylor Swift during the 1989 era because I remember sitting in like my math class and like an old friend of mine. I remember her watching like the Shake It Off music video or the Blank Space music video in class, and because it just premiered while we were in class, and I watched it too, and yeah, I just wish I would have been more of a fan where I could have gone to the 1989 tour. Um, I've been a fan since the Red era, like the original Red era, because I remember like her Red album OG. It's considered country. Well, it's not considered country. It's under the country genre because she was still signed under the country genre, even though it's mainly pop. And so I remember Red, the song, was on this show called Hot 20 Countdown. And so I've known about her music since As Far as the Red Era, which came out in 2012. If you could be part of a fictional world, game, TV, movie, book, which would it be and why? I feel like I need to start strategically think about this because there's like dangers and like all that in like certain areas. So I would be like, oh, Jane the Virgin, because like Jane the Virgin is like whimsical and it's over dramatic and it's a telenovela, but it's like Americanized. I feel like that would be fun to live in, but it also has grounded moments in the series, and I feel like that'd be fun. Or Twilight, because I love vampires, even though I would be like serious trouble, like Bella. I'd be constantly biting my lip and like I would like Edward, I like Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner. Yes, please. What's your dream pet? This is a question I asked. What's your dream pet? Could be domestic or just any animal in general. I mean, just to be boring, my dream pet is like a husky or an Australian shepherd. Like I can't imagine like a animal that's not domesticated living at my house. I've always wanted an Australian shepherd and a Siberian husky. But they're like two dogs that live in like drastically different climates, like Australian shepherd, hot climate, Siberian husky, cold climate, and it's like, what do I do? Do you call soda pop, soda, or something else? This is another question I asked. I call soda soda, but like people in like the southern states, they call it pop. I've heard like fizzy drink. I don't know. Like, what do you call soda? Comment down in the comments below. Post what your name means in the Urban Dictionary. I can look that up and I won't post it. So in the Urban Dictionary, it says Gabby is a girl with a big heart who has a sense of humor, a girl that's pretty but doesn't know it, someone but doesn't know it's someone who is kind, funny, and loving and crazy. But like what I know from I've heard Gabby means like you talk a lot. Yeah, informal, inclined to chatter, talkative, tending to talk excessively. And like that's why I have a YouTube channel. And like even though I edit a lot of like the craziness out, it's so I can talk. And so like I'm not just like sitting in silence with my thoughts. So like YouTube's the perfect way for me to go. Last question is, what was your favorite childhood Halloween costume? I don't know if it was my favorite, but one of the ones I loved like at the time was a bitch. Not the B word, a vitch. VITCH. It was a vampire and a witch. I loved both of them, so I combined them for several years. So I was a vampire and a witch. I was also like Captain Jack Sparrow when I was younger. I was princesses when I was younger. Like as I've gotten older, I've done like Harley Quinn, both her DC comic version and her Birds of Prey. I've been a 50s girl, like a poodle skirt person. I've been 20s. I have been Maleficent. I've done Riverdale one year. Um, yeah, and this year I plan to be Taylor Swift because it's the year 2022 and she has a song called 22. And I have like the shirt, not like the actual shirt from the video, but like I have a shirt that has like the same thing that she has on. I have a hat, and I'm gonna be Taylor Swift for Halloween. And yeah, and then next year I plan to be Barbie, like a type of Barbie. Not Margot Robbie is gonna be Barbie next year, but she's not the Barbie I'm gonna be because I've already been Margot Robbie, aka Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey. But I want to be like an animated Barbie. So like, well, I'll find I mean, that's over a year away, so like, I'm sure I'll find a costume by then. But that is the end of this video. Thank you guys for listening to those questions I saw from the Lore DIY Discord server. I will try to link the server down below. If you like this type of content, hit that like button. If you want to see more of those questions, more of this type of stuff, make sure to ask some questions down in the description down below. Or if you have my Instagram, you can ask me on Instagram, or I'll put like a little like blurb, ask me anything, and I can go in there. I just saw a YouTube video from Kerry Washington. She has like this podcast on YouTube, and she had Lily sing on there, and I don't know where Kerry's from, but Lily's from Canada. And so they had like international versus US stuff. And I thought that was interesting. Like, oh, I should do that. So I'm gonna have that as a video where I'm gonna say like what I call these things, and I think I'm gonna not. I don't think I'm gonna have one of my international friends on here with me, but I think if I get their permission, I will post like screenshots of our conversations of like what they will say. Like that is because I know Smarties for us are like smoky, not smoky, but like chalky type of candy. But in Canada, they're like these like chocolate type of candies, and our Smarties are their rockets. But like that's Canada. Like I have friends who are like on the other side of the world, so like they could be like drastic. I mean, it's international, so like we'll see. I'll try to get like international input on this. Um, if you like this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because there's plenty of content coming. I made a Google Doc of like all the YouTube ideas I have, so you guys will see plenty of content coming. And if you like this channel, I hit 70 subscribers once again, and so that means I have hit 70. I'm only 30 away from hitting 100 subscribers, and if you're watching this channel and you're not subscribed, I would recommend you subscribe. That way I can hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year. I think that's totally a reachable goal. Like it's not even where there's 30 days left of the year where I would need one subscriber each day. You guys have I filming this August 10th. I don't know when it'll go up, and you guys will have from whenever this airs to the end of the year. So like, you'll have plenty of time to give me 30 more subscribers, and then I'll be at 100, which is kind of crazy because I've had YouTube, or I've consistently posted since 2020, and it's 2022. So it'd be nice to have 100 subscribers before the end of the year. Comment down below questions or like what cartoon characters or celebrities you think I look like. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.